The most important thing I think about the law of attraction is taking responsibility for what you want. Because I think some people are evolved enough to realize the importance of what that means to take responsibility for what you want. But I think a lot of people are very flippant about the law of attraction, and they just kind of want silly random things for whatever reason.
Well, you can't build a nice house on a bad foundation, and that's where my work in hyperspace and all the information I just mentioned about release work and changing mind patterns come in.
First off, the law of attraction is old. If you want to listen to the law of attraction or find out about the law of attraction, you can listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire's Fantasy, and those lyrics are talking about the law of attraction. Understand that your thoughts are living beings, and with each thought, that thought acts like a black hole. And a black hole has the strongest, most undeniable magnetic force in the universe.
What you think about, you bring about. If you want something bad enough, you're going to get it. You know, remember your mom saying, be careful what you ask for, you just may get it. Get it. Same thing. When we desire something more than anything else, I believe the universe creates a way for you to acquire it. It starts moving that desire in your direction, much like magnets working to attract each other. And the same can be true for when you start having doubts. It's just like flipping the magnet over and it begins repelling the desire we so desperately wanted in the first place. So I would have to say the law of attraction is just like a universal law like gravity or like magnetism. What you think about, what you constantly dwell on and think about all day long, you're going to start manifesting in your life.
Again, it's like resonance. It's pulling to you what you are basically putting out.
If you are aware of the type of thinker you are, right? You can create the reality that you want. In the Bible it says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Some verses say, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The bottom line is, your external reality is nothing but a reflection of your internal reality. So when you begin to change and raise and intensify the quality of your thought pattern, you can now change the quality of your life.
Because it's more than just holding in your mind that, yes, I want this and there's no doubt I'm going to get it. Well, you might get that. You might get your brand new car, but if you still have that mind pattern of lack and sabotage, then something's going to happen to it. So you must clear out the old way of thinking. You must, clear out the closet of your old clothes before you put the new clothes in. And that's the biggest omission of that information, is that they tell you the second half, but they don't tell you the first half.
When you have a desire for something, especially if it's material, there's just a lot attached to that. There is manipulation. There is not being able to see clearly what you are attracting to you, what you're drawing to you. Unless you can see from the perspective that I mentioned before, unless you can lay it all out and see what you define as success, what you define as feeling good, what you define as all of those things, you're going to be setting out on this law of attraction based on a lot of reasons that are not going to go deep enough. Sure, you're going to get what you want, but there's a lot involved in there that one needs to be able to understand and one needs to be able to see. And if you do see and if you do understand some of what you are trying to attract, you will change your mind because it will no longer be of that level of importance.
We get our beliefs and our paradigms, which is really another way of saying what we believe in, from our parents and our teachers and our environments at an age when we are too young to see if those paradigms or belief systems are working for us. are working for us, working for us, working for us, working for us. And unfortunately for the masses, they've been taught that life is based on this physical realm, when all reality, life is from a inside perspective, and everything that we see on the outside world is just a mirror of what's going on the inside. For instance, the things that we create in our life, we create it through the law of attraction, through our thoughts. That's the way the creative mechanism works.
I think that there is a responsibility, if you do attract something into your life, it's not about materialistic stuff, number one. And number two, I think that you also need to be aware of the fears that you have.
Therefore, my positive actions are draw positivity back to me. That's the law of attraction. Therefore, my positive actions are draw positivity back to me. That's the law of attraction.
I don't have time for mundane, I loathe bleakness. Take in life, go for the vein. I don't have time for mundane, I loathe bleakness. Take in life, go for the vein. I don't have time for mundane, I loathe bleakness. Take in. I don't have time for mundane. I don't have time for mundane. I don't have time for mundane. I loathe bleakness. Take in life, go for the vein. I don't have time for mundane, I loathe bleakness. Take in life, go for the vein. Show deepness, my insight, not so plain. I'm like Jesus, I spark life, thoughts propane. I like heaters, I mold plastic to frames with nice features. By knowing what I want, it came through right ethers. My richness prospers all gods like creatures. 9 to the ninth power and 9 ignite sleepers. I come into a knowledge of self with full magic, bringing to me solid good wealth. I move traffic, anything in my way I embrace. It's loose static, cause anything I want I just think I do have it. Study all the greats and induce them new habits. Then in a certain way all tests you do pass it. What I get effortless, done with few tactics. I'm grateful now that my millions do prove classic.
Therefore, my positive actions are draw positivity back to me. That's the law of attraction. Therefore, my positive actions draw positivity back to me. That's the law of attraction.
My vibration racing. My vibration racing brings it to me at a greater rate. Like paperweight, easy. My vibration racing brings it to me at a greater rate. Like paperweight. My vibration racing brings it to me at a greater rate. Like paperweight, easy to. My vibration racing brings it to me at a greater rate. Like paperweight, easy to take the cake. I'm intact with the law. I attract and I draw. Two is so fluid, them things you never saw.